Welcome to Thrive with Meghan and Harry. We bring you news, views, and commentary about Harry and Meghan. Let's thrive together, guys. How are you guys doing? Hope everyone is doing well out there. We've got a lot to discuss, so let's get started. Breaking news, guys. Breaking news. Guys, a statement has been released from Buckingham Palace regarding the Duke of York. Okay? So, it says, with the Queen's approval and agreement, the Duke of York's military affiliations and royal patronages have been returned to the Queen. The Duke of York will continue not to undertake any public duties and is defending his case as a private citizen. So, what does this mean? Okay, guys, all I gather from this is that basically the Queen is trying to cover her butt and the monarchy, from Andrew's many transgressions. That's what I gather from this. So I was wondering, when were the British citizens gonna ask for his titles and military titles back? I was wondering. I was just thinking about this morning, right? The Queen was really beginning to look like a hypocrite, wasn't she? I realized everything was so quiet when it came to Andrew's titles and stuff like that. Did you guys realize that? So they claim now that she's not paying his bills, but we all know any money they have is pretty much came from the taxpayer. It is taxpayer originated, right? Honestly speaking, any money they have, even him selling that Swiss chalet means nothing in my opinion. It's still the taxpayers' money, guys, in my humble opinion. But that's just me. She had to do this, guys. She didn't have much of a choice because she looked like a big hypocrite. And that's just my opinion. That she was just beginning to look like the worst hypocrite ever. And after all she did with Harry and Meghan by stripping them of their titles and, well, not titles, but stripping Harry of his military titles and all that. Like, of course she had to do this. But guys, I also wanted to talk to you about another story, and then I'm going to get back to the Queen. Okay. So this other story that I wanted to get to today is, my gosh, guys, did you hear about the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson? Apparently, he's been accused of having a party at his Downing Street mansion in the early days of the lockdown, right? And do you guys remember how strict things were back in early 2020 when we didn't know what was going on or how to deal with this? Because nobody alive had ever had to deal with a worldwide situation like this before, right? We were all scared, and a lot of us, we are still a bit scared to this day because of what's going on here, right? So listen, apparently this Boris Johnson was holding parties while simultaneously telling people they can't see their families. Many people lost loved ones and couldn't even say goodbye to them. It was a bad time had by all, right? But still, there were lots of people in high positions of power who weren't following their own advice and were just doing whatever they wanted to do, right? Did you guys realize that? Guys, do you remember when that whole entire country or island or whatever it is, I don't know, they were all accusing Meghan of being a liar? Remember that? Meghan and Harry said that they had exchanged vows 3 days before their actual wedding. And guys, I apologize. My throat is a little itchy, so if I clear my throat a lot, please forgive me because my throat is a little itchy. And I know it's not COVID, okay? It's not that. Okay. But anyways, I just have an itchy throat and allergies and stuff like that. Anyways, moving along. So anyways, because Meghan and Harry said that Meghan said, we got married 3 days before. That was enough for them to declare her a liar. Just because she said they got married. And because listen, they wanted to throw out every word that they had said because she called their vows ceremony their wedding. And guys, to them, that is their wedding. That's what they said. That's all they meant. But they were so anxious to call her a liar that they grasped at literal straws just to do so. Even in the court case that Meghan won twice. And remember, Meghan was never the one on trial here, but they sought to call her a liar because she forgot a woman who has two babies under 3 years old and has had a miscarriage in less than 3 years. That whole island was simply calling her a liar because she chose to share a story of her experience in the royal family. Isn't that funny? These people forgot or refused to admit that the same thing happened to Meghan's mother-in-law, Princess Diana. Diana went through a period of intense loneliness and anxiety that she even went so far as to throw herself down the stairs while pregnant. That was a cry for help, guys. A cry for help. Did Meghan have to go that far before people would believe her? Meghan shared that she also had those same kind of ideations. Did she have to do something extreme like that to be believed? It seems that's the way that they want to do it because lots of people on that island expressed that they didn't believe her. They didn't believe her when she said that she had those ideations, right? Is this real, guys, that in 2021 a woman says that she had thoughts and she had those thoughts and a whole country calls her a liar, led by a crusty old nutcase we like to call piss moron because that's what he is, a moron, right? He claimed he met and had drinks with Meghan and sent her in a cab to meet Harry. That's what he claims. Everybody believed his ass. Everybody believed him when he said that, right? But he got, like, guys, there's zero proof of this. Honestly speaking, there is zero proof of any of this happening, right? But everybody believed him, right? But they don't want to believe Meghan. Anyways, moving along. So, anyways, apparently there's a loser, piss moron. He keeps bringing Meghan up every time he needs exposure, trying to use her name for clout. This guy, piss moron, even said the other day that, Meghan thought she could silence him. And I'm asking, when did Meghan try to silence him? When? I'd like to know. Meghan could care less about this guy. Meghan, my advice to you is to ignore, and a little indifference to boot. Honestly, to boot. Honestly, just ignore his ass. Never give this guy the time of day. Do what you've always done, Meghan, and pretend like this guy doesn't exist. We got your back, Meghan. We fight for you, okay? We will acknowledge him. You don't have to acknowledge him, okay? So anyways, the long and short of this little story that I'm telling here is that these people in the UK, and I don't mean everybody, but a hell of a lot of those people in the UK, these people were so happy to call Meghan a liar. And now we've got evidence, and a lot of it, that their prime minister has many times done things that were shady, right? And then he came up with the most ridiculous stories to cover himself, right? Right? He came up with all these ridiculous stories, right? Like, for instance, Boris Johnson said that he thought that the party was an office event and not a party. That's what he said. Nobody believes him, though. But guys, where are the petitions to make him resign, right? We know that these people constantly have petitions to strip Meghan and Harry of their titles. For doing what exactly? They can't explain. They can't say. They say that Meghan is a liar, but don't have any proof. They don't have much proof of that. They keep saying that their titles should be taken away, but they can't come up with a good reason why, right? So, like I said, where are the petitions for Boris Johnson? He's a public servant. He's making a fool of himself, and he's making a fool of everyone, and underestimating their intelligence. What are you people going to do about it? I would like to know. Even here in Canada, guys, there were politicians who inadvertently went on vacation while all of the rest of Canada was on lockdown. There were politicians who did that, went to a sunny vacation. We all heard these stories of the rich and powerful having one rule for us and another rule for them. That's basically it. Listen, guys, I mean, we even heard of Wills and Kates going on tours over the lockdown times and they were getting less than warm welcomes, honestly speaking. I mean, they apparently went on some train tour and faced backlash, which is unbelievable because I thought, according to the British press, I thought that Wills and Kates have never put a foot wrong. That's what they say all the time. So I was surprised when they received backlash. I thought they were perfect, according to the British press. So, anyways, basically, guys, look, the rich and powerful have been going on vacations, having parties, and generally not much has changed for them. But for the rest of us, we continue to not see our loved ones, not to go on vacation, and there you go. One rule for them, another rule for us. Right? But honestly, guys, nothing beats this HRH Prince Andrew story and the fact that he is going to have to stand trial. Yippee, guys. About time, right? About time. You know, the Queen was so quick to strip Harry of his military appointments, and a lot of people agreed with her, right? Like, a lot of people agreed with her about this. But now, these same people, they were silent when it came to a member of the royal family being accused of horrible things involving a minor. They were really quiet. Isn't that interesting how silent these people were? Especially when everybody and their grandmother, they had so much to say about Harry and Meghan, right? And there is always talk going around about them losing their titles, about Harry and Meghan losing their titles. Where were these people? And why was there so little talk of the HRH Prince Andrew losing anything until today when the Queen released that statement? Or is that just reserved for Harry and Meghan? That's what I would like to know. Is it just reserved for just Harry and Meghan or what? I'd love to know this. What do you think, guys? Why was there such silence about Andy losing anything? I heard there were some petitions going around and stuff to strip Andy, but it seems when it's Harry and Meghan, the voices are just 10 times louder. That's what I realize. How was this so hush-hush? But when it comes to Harry and Meghan, who have done nothing to deserve this, all they did was leave, right? They just left the toxic environment, and that was it. That's all it took. And guys, I apologize if it's noisy. It's my neighbors are pretty noisy, and the kids are home. So there you go. Either way, guys, I was just wondering all this. Isn't it funny that people over there, they had so much energy for Harry and Meghan, but when it comes to the Boris Johnson telling lies, they don't. There's no petitions, and when it comes to Randy Andy, there's no petitions. How about that? Do you believe that? Or, well, I heard that there, like I said, I heard that there was a petition or something or whatever, but who it was like a big secret. Who heard about it? I didn't hear anything about it, but apparently there was some sort of petition or something. I don't know, but either way, it's just nuts in my opinion, the way that they love to come after Harry and Meghan. And I keep saying this, that the way that they talk about Harry and Meghan, you think that Harry and Meghan were accused of some horrible crimes, and the way they talk about Andy, well, there you go. I was just wondering. I just had to just make just quick podcast about that. Oh man, guys, oh my goodness, it's a crazy day. Yeah, what do you guys think of all this? What do you guys think of the Queen finally taking back whatever appointments he had or whatever? Why did it take so long? Why do you guys think it took so long? I think it's ridiculous because she was so gung-ho and ready to go when it came to Harry, stripping him of his military titles. But when it comes to that son of hers, look how long she took. It had to take a judge saying, you know what, you're going to have to come to court, you're going to have to face this in order for her to do this. Isn't that the height of hypocrisy? Isn't that the height of hypocrisy, guys? Isn't it? I would love to know. What do you think? What do you think about that? I think it's ridiculous, honestly speaking. And I think she should be ashamed of herself, honestly speaking. Anyways, guys. So, guys, we are a little over 1,600 subscribers. Isn't that amazing? It is amazing. And guys, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, please do like, subscribe, and share this. We need to do that, and so we can grow and we can, so we can compete in this on the YouTube streets, because, it's always good to to move forward and move on to the next. So we're moving on to next. We are aiming for 2,000 subscribers. Okay, guys? We are aiming for 2,000 subscribers. Right now we are around 1,600. So let's get to stepping and let's get to subscribing, guys. Listen. Oh my gosh, guys. Shouts out to my lone member, Lydia Washington. She has joined my channel, and she is helping to just to make it easier for me to be able to bring you these stories every couple days, and I will be actually able to do it more often if more of you did join. So if you want to join my channel, please do. Guys, if you offered any super chats, I really appreciate it for the channel. Because I would like to build this channel, and I want it to be able to compete with those hater channels out there. So I just want our channel to grow. And thank you so much if you did a super chat, or if you joined, or if you just liked, or if you subscribed, or if you shared. I appreciate all of it so much, guys. Because we are trying to accomplish something here, and we are going forward, and we are doing amazing. Oh my gosh. So thanks to Lydia Washington for becoming the first member. And thank you so much, Lydia. You are amazing. She's just amazing, guys. So guys, remember to like and subscribe and share this. And I remember that Meghan said this once, and I just like to repeat it. She said it's not enough to just survive something. That's not the point of life. You have to thrive. You have to feel happy. Unquote. So that's what Meghan said, guys. And I am so happy to be able to do this for you guys, and so happy to be able to do this for Harry and Meghan as well. I appreciate it so much, guys. And they are keeping us very busy, because every day there is something new. Oh my goodness. And I'm happy that I can relate all to you. And thanks so much, guys, for everything. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. You coming, and you just being here is enough. Trust me. Just being here every time that I do a premiere, just being here and just sharing the channel with people, and just being amongst, one another and talking. And oh, guys, I was also watching earlier. I was watching the Duchess of Success channel. Yeah, I was watching her channel earlier, and I saw a couple of you. That was so nice. I actually love that. I love that I can go and say hi, and to other channels as well. I really think it's amazing. Like I said, I feel like if we're all a family here, and I get a kick out of it. I really do. It feels like we're all fighting for the good fight. And I also loved the other day, I was watching the Facts and 2 Cents ladies. They're amazing. And I really do really like the idea of, being in ordinance with these ladies. These are amazing ladies. I really love to be here with them. So I'm glad that I'm in their company. Let's put it that way. They are amazing. And and of course, the mothership is always the Sussex Cut podcast with Tina and Michelle. I always pay homage to them because they're just amazing. And I also pay homage to V. V is also great. I haven't heard a podcast from her in a little bit, but I think she's gonna have one soon or today or something. I think I saw something saying she's gonna have one today, so I'm definitely gonna be there, and I'm definitely gonna be listening to that one. Trust me. So yeah, and like Baron is also doing a great job. He's combating everything. He is doing amazing. He's there and he's fighting for us, and that's great. He's fighting for Harry and Meghan, and I think that's amazing. And yeah, I mentioned one. I gotta mention them all. Henry VIII. I love her channel as well, and I listen to whenever I can, and I think these ladies are amazing. Miss VSNC, Duchess Like Us podcast. I wonder when they're gonna have an episode coming. I'm looking out for them to have an episode soon because of all the stuff that's happened. So I am keeping my ears out and my eyes out for an episode coming from the Duchess Like Us. But anyways, yeah, so I'm so happy to be in their company, guys. These are amazing ladies and gents. And I think, it's amazing to be here. And I really appreciate you guys always coming through and showing me support. Thank you, guys. I love you guys. Please have an amazing day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.